Tonight, our partners at investigative-post have found that the Buffalo Police Union is asking a judge to overturn the termination of a police officer who pepper sprayed a woman during an incident in 2020. The officer was fired for excessive force and making false statements. Joining me here in studio is investigative reporter Bruce Rushton, who was following this story closely. What are the full details of what happened to that officer and that woman in that video we just saw?
Well, what happened was the police were called to an address, and the initial call indicated there was a gun present, which expedites the response, and understandably so. While Officer Murphy was en route, the dispatcher informed police that in fact there was no gun present, and so the officer got out of the car and by all appearances jumped to the conclusion that the woman who he pepper sprayed had called the police and falsely said that there was a gun present. And he did not give her an opportunity to tell her side of the story. The video pretty much speaks for itself. He grabs her by the arm, pulls her off the porch, drops a number of F-bombs during his encounter. When she tries to talk to him, he sprays her not once but twice with pepper spray. I think what makes it even more concerning is that a number of police officers are already present when this officer arrives, and the scene is calm. There is no issue until Officer Murphy arrives. And this is noted in the arbitrator's decision that everything seemed to be going okay until Murphy made it not okay.
Your reporting also indicated that he earned, over $275,000 while he was being disciplined. How does that play into this decision, you think?
I'm not sure that it plays into the decision. That's just standard procedure when police face discipline. The first 30 days of suspension are unpaid. And if it's not figured out within 30 days, then they go back on the payroll, typically suspended. They don't come to work until the matter is adjudicated. And so this is fairly standard procedure. This incident took place in 2020, and so the spring of 2020. And so it was adjudicated by the arbitrator in October of 2023. So that's quite a long period of time to be waiting for a decision to come down.
From what you learned, is this the first time in a long time that the police union has really done something like this when it comes to this type of decision?
I was unable to find any instance of either the police union or the city seeking to overturn an arbitrator's termination decision. And I used the online court records from Erie County Supreme Court, where these decisions are usually appealed if there's going to be an appeal. The court docket does indicate instances in which the union or even the city, in at least one instance, has appealed a matter of grievance, something less severe than termination.
Two quick questions.
Yeah.
You didn't hear from the PBA?
No, I did have a brief email exchange with a lawyer from the PBA, and he declined comment on any substantive in any substantive way.
And what about this woman that we saw in the video? I guess we can't ignore her. Did
No.
she ever file any type of lawsuit or anything?
She did not file a lawsuit, and I was unable to find her. I had a telephone number for her that has been disconnected. I went to her last known address, and she no longer lives there. I would very much like to talk to her to get her side of the story and see what she would have said to the police officer had she been afforded an opportunity to do so.
Interesting case, and the body cam footage says so much. Bruce, from our partners at investigative-post, thank you so much for joining us on the 5:30 today.
Thank you.